Right, so I'm trying something new. I have to pick my daughter up from school, so I usually have a little bit of spare time. And why not talk about plant stuff, right? Um, let's see, let's get into it. Nobody's here, so it feels like I'm just talking to myself, but I'm gonna talk and just let more come, I guess. I got into plants probably maybe 5, 6 years ago. It was never supposed to be one of those things that I just went and bought a lot of plants and just started a collection. No, it initially started as one plant that I wanted around the holiday time, and then it just kept on going from there. Um, Now, I did not know the importance of doing my research first before I just went and bought plants. So I lost a lot of money in buying plants that was a little bit more complicated than probably what it should have been. Um, that's why I created YouTube, guys. Like, in no way do I pretend to know everything, but there are some things that I feel like could benefit you, and they would have benefited me. I'll try to, when people go by, to stop talking if you can't hear me. Um, yeah, so now I will say that during the COVID time, that was when I really just started to, I don't know, just really started just going through a phase in my life that I just needed something to kind of just distract me, something to keep me busy. It was doing fine, and then the gym shut down. And after the gym shut down, it really gave me no other outlet. So then that's when I got into the idea of, well, let me just go and buy one or two plants. And it just went into me really just wanting to know how to really care for these plants. And before you knew it, guys, I had went on Instagram and started looking, and I was like, wow, it is this many plants out here. Because never if you don't know much about plants, when you first get into plants, you only know about the plants that you really see like in the store. And of course, those are your jade pothos, or your typical philodendrons that you see around, and especially like your snake plants and so forth. But to really just know that it was a whole nother world of plants that actually existed, I went bonkers. Like, I went crazy. I really just started ordering and buying whatever it was I can get my hands on and I could afford. When I first came into my love for plants, the Pink Princess was selling for like $100 to $125 for a cutting that was like that big. That's how crazy it was. But of course, now the prices of all the plants have gone down a lot. And when you go into stores now, you see those plants that used to be like $50, $60. They're selling them in your big box stores now for 19 or $25. Now, I always say in the videos, but I know sometimes I could be a little long-winded, but like, really just monitor your plants that you get from those stores when you're going to your big box stores or your grocery stores. And I'm not saying that they don't properly monitor your plants and take care of them. I'm just saying that a lot of diseases and stuff that employees and stuff just aren't known to look for. So they just spray it off and keep it moving. And unbeknownst to you, you go and pick the plant up, you bring it home, and boom, next thing you know, you've sprayed it at different places. But to get back with the journey, I started just buying plants left and right. And unfortunately, a lot of them died. Yes, they died. A lot was me, some was genetics, and soil really was something that I knew nothing about. I mean, a lot I didn't know anything about. I didn't know anything about like light, proper soil, even plants that need like a base or a plank or something to be able to climb on. I knew nothing about any of that stuff. So that's what my channel is here for. Now, I'll admit, it's hard to navigate what stuff is important and what stuff isn't, because everybody needs to know different things depending on what kind of plants you have. But one thing that I've always been clear about is that philodendrons, pothos, monsteras, your Hoyas, they are very easygoing plants, and those are the only plants that I like to keep. Um, USA. But yeah, if y'all have any questions or anything, definitely just put them out there. Let's see. Fertilizer and plant food, the difference. So I didn't think that it was a difference between the two until somebody brought it to my attention about fertilizer. helps with the soil, because your plant, as it grows, it takes the nutrients from it, and your plant food, of course, that just helps your plant in general, like your vitamins and so forth. um, it's not a lot of gray areas when it comes to taking care of your plants, because the aim is to make sure your plant thrive. And if you want to make sure your plant thrive, you just have to give the water, the light, the nutrition, and so forth. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on here and start doing a little bit more. I'm sorry I was live and probably a little bit everywhere, but this is the first one for me. I can't wait to be able to sit in the truck and do this. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Hey, good morning to you too. Um, I'm getting ready to move, and our connection is terrible over here, so I'm most likely gonna lose you. I'm gonna try to do the same time, at least Monday through Friday, if I get a little bit of time to come in here. But still, if you have any questions as I'm getting off, you can still drop them down below, and I'll do my best to kind of answer them. Okay. Anyway, y'all take care.